Hi everybody. I've been online recently looking for new patterns of interesting types of things, and I recently came across this. I'm in a knitting and crochet group, and they have very, very interesting projects done by various people around the world. But this one really caught my eye. It is actually a shawl, and as you can see, it's very, very intricate. It's made with a lot of different types of lace or motifs that are actually crocheted together. This is the front part of the shawl, and I'm just going to show you the back part of it, which is equally beautiful, exotic, and gorgeous. And I had read about Irish Crochet Lace many, many years ago, and it had always fascinated me. But this, I have to admit, I am just completely awestruck by this whole type of crochet, which is basically doing separate pieces and then sort of gathering them together in a through crocheting. You gather the pieces and you don't knit them, but you join them together. And it's really, really intriguing. And there's so many different ways of doing this. So here I am on Pinterest actually, and I found somebody named Rami W. Irish Crochet Ideas Galore. And there are some really, really very, very pretty designs and a huge variety of them. So this one is, I think, the 50 best ones that she's located. And I'll just go through some of them, just not all of them. This beautiful green motif on the right looks very intricate. There's some patterns, and there's another leaf one towards the left. And some different kinds of dresses. There's a white and pinkish rose. There's a pure white one. There's a beautiful floral blouse tunic. There's some more dresses. I really like actually the blue ones on the far right is, I think, very pretty. My goodness, there's just so much variety. This one is really, really nice. I would actually love something like that. So that one obviously is like there's some greens, very pretty greens, and different shades of blue. And these ones here are monochromatic, and they all have their unique appeal, I think. What I find exciting and interesting about this is that there's just so much you can do. There's so much variety. And I've been crocheting for over 30 years, almost 40 years. And I have to admit, this is a very, very, there's some poppies. I find this very intriguing because it seems, somewhat challenging, and certainly the different types of things that you can do look almost endless. There's no limit really, except your own imagination. So I'll leave it here, but for the browsing part, and I think I see some. Oh, that is very pretty. The blue on the left with the patterns. But I really am intrigued, I have to admit. Version of Irish Crochet Lace, and by that, what I'm going to be doing is finding different patterns that I like, different patterns for different motifs. And then I'm not going to be able to do it all today, obviously, but I'm going to start today by introducing you to this. And I'm going to do, I have some pink thread and I have some light green thread. So I'm going to do, for today's episode, a pink rose, a 3-dimensional rose. And I'm going to do some leaves with the green, of course. So let's get started. And when I post this, I'm going to be posting the links to the patterns. So the patterns are all different places. I'm picking and choosing what I like, and then eventually I'm going to put this all together. So I asked the camera person to please do a very, very close up of what I'm doing here. So this is for advanced, intermediate to advanced. I'm assuming that the people watching this, trying this, will know how to crochet. So I'm going to be doing 57. This is a chain stitch, 57 of them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We're almost there. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 7 more to go. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, and 57. So we have 57 chains. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to count to the 7th, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the 7th chain from the hook, and I'm going into that, and I'm doing a double crochet. I'm doing a double crochet, I'm doing chain 2, and then I'm doing another double crochet in that loop, like this. Okay, so basically, if you can see this, I have the 7 chain, very good, thank you. I have the double crochet, I have a chain 2 and another double crochet. I'm going to do 2 more chains, and then I'm going to skip. This is the loop that I have it on, 1, 2, and I'm going to the 3rd loop here, and let me just do this a little better. So I'm in the 3rd loop, and I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to do a double crochet, chain 2, and another double crochet in the same loop. So you can see I have these shells. I have this double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. I have chain 2 in between, and then I have another shell comprising double crochet, chain 2, and double crochet. And I'm going to ask the cameraman to let me do this, complete this for the 57 chains, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do a close-up of this. So I finished, and there should be 18. You can count them when you're doing yours, but there should be 18 V stitches. These are the V stitches. So double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth. There should be about 18 of them. Now what you do is the 2nd row. This is only 2 rows. And it's quite, actually, camera person, can you please come very, very close now? Very, very close, yes. So we turn it, we're on the opposite side, like we finished this, and then we're flipping it over. So I'm going into this V, and I'm going to be doing chain 3. That counts as my first double crochet. I'm going back into this V, and I'm going to do 5 more. So 2, 3rd double crochet, 4th double crochet, 5th double crochet, and 6th double crochet. So there are 5 double crochets and a 6th one, including that chain 3. I'm going to now go into this chain 2 loop and single crochet or slip stitch. Then in the next V, these are the petals. So I'm going to be repeating that, but this time I'm going to be doing 6. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now here's the fun part. You can see the petals coming. This is 1 petal and this is the 2nd petal. I'm going to be doing that 5 times. And then after doing that, after doing it up to wherever it ends, I'm then going to be doing 9 double crochets in each of these V shapes. or shells. And then after doing that 6 times, I'm going to be doing 10 treble crochets until the end. So I just wanted to show you, I've got the 5 petals and they're starting to look pretty. I've got the 5 comprising 6 double crochet in each shell. So now I'm going to start the next one, 6 petals with 9 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we can see how much bigger that is from these ones. And I will do that six times in total. I'm going to show you what I have done. I went ahead and I finished this off, as I mentioned. I'm going to repeat again. In all these shells, in the first 5 ones, I have petals of 6 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These comprise 6 double crochets. Then I have, sorry, the first 5 of them, I should say. And then the next 6 of them have 9 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these ones have 9 double crochet, and these ones are the big ones, and they have 10 treble crochets. So there are 10 treble crochet, which are obviously larger and longer than the double crochets, and I have all the remaining petals done that way. So this is actually the last petal, and I'm just ending it with a single crochet at the bottom of the last loop. So this is the rose, and what you do, there are the instructions I will be posting online, but basically you gather this rose, you gather the petals, and this is kind of like the fun part, and I think you can see it becoming a rose. You take the end that you have and you basically sew it in place, but as you can see, this is becoming, and the cameraman is nodding his head, and voila, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And you can put a pearl in the middle of that if you like, and I think that's actually quite good, you know, for a rose that is crocheted. Now what I'm going to do is I will start the second thing that I wanted to do in this episode today. I'm going to do a loop, and then I'm going to do the leaves. So I will start off with 1, 2, 3. If you can do a close-up, please. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the base 6 chain. There's a bit of lint on. I'll just move it until I can get rid of it later. And then I will do 10 more chains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then what I do is I go into the second loop. I take my hook, I bring up a loop, and I did that on the second chain, and I'm going to do that 8 more times. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. And now here comes the fun part and the tricky part. So I have all these loops on the hook. I'm going to take my crochet hook and I'm going to bring that loop that I just made through all these loops that I have on my hook, like that. And you can see this pretty leaf, and I will make it into a leaf by going in. This is the leaf, and I go into the first chain from that, the 6th chain I should say, from that 6 chains that I showed you, and then I just do a slip stitch, and there you go. That is a stem and the leaf. It's still joined to my hook, and what I will do is I will proceed by doing another 16 chain and then doing the leaf as I showed you on the last 10 chains and just going forth like that. And I'll just do that until the next part of the leaf, which I will show you. Thanks. I'm back here and I just want to show you a close-up of the leaves. So I've decided to do 4 leaves, and if we can have a close-up again. Very, very good close-up, yes. So I have the 4th leaf, and what I'm going to be doing now is the top of the leaf. So I'm doing 1 chain and then 10 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you want natural, look at this girl. You are a ham. You have to get into Mummy's stuff, eh? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. No, if we can just do a close up. So we're back at the 10th, and we go to the second hook, second chain on the hook. We bring up 1 and we repeat this. So we have 8 as we did before. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have all these on the hook, all these loops. We come, we take another, as we did before, and this is the tricky part, and we draw all the loops, the loop through all the chains on that hook. And here we have the top of the leaf. So this one is the middle of that leaf. So I'm going to go here. So 1 chain after that second leaf, and I'm going to do a slip stitch here, like that. And there you go. And then you continue doing this throughout the branch of the leaves. So thank you very much for watching. This will be it for today's episode of the Irish Crochet Lace introduction. And as I said before, I've been doing this for over 30 years, almost 40 years. And I think this is very, very interesting and intriguing. And it's something that there's always new material and you just never get bored. There's just so much out there now. So I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you, Roly Poly. And we're going to say goodbye. Thank you. Bye for now.